Okay, so I am back to do another franchise frenzy video. This is the part 9s, and we have 8 movies, and why does it get harder every time? This was so hard, and I'm probably not gonna say a whole lot. At number 8 is Children of the Corn Genesis. I really loved like the first part of the movie, but I didn't particularly care for the ending. The ending just, I don't know, it wasn't for me. I like them kind of happy endings, and that was a not. Coming in at number 7, we have the Amityville Horror. I really like this one, and I think Ryan Reynolds did a really good job. I liked his character. Yeah, so, and he looked good, looked different, but yes, I enjoyed that. Number 6, we have the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I really enjoyed this one. I liked a lot of the characters, and I kind of liked the whole like setup and everything. This abandoned kind of town that they bought or whatever, and yeah, I really did enjoy that. So, and of course the ending was a little but overall it was good. Number 5, we have Jason Goes to Hell, which had like a lot of actors in it, a lot of, stars. I recognized a lot of people. It even had that guy from Jag, the guy that played Webb on Jag. I can't think of the actor's name, but he was on there. This one, there was like, it was the body jumping one, and I don't think I had seen this one that many times because I didn't really remember a whole lot about it. The only thing I ever really, I guess, remember about this movie is the Freddy hand coming and, at the end. That's the only thing I guess I knew about this movie, because like I said, I hadn't watched it that many times, and it's been a while, and there was just so many stars in it, and that was kind of crazy. Also, it kind of, at the same time, doesn't feel like a Jason movie. It does, but it doesn't, because you don't see Jason, you just see all these other people being Jason, so that's kind of strange. And I could see where people would probably not like this movie, because of that, I guess. I don't know. Am I making any sense? At number 4, A Nightmare on Elm Street. So this has a guy from I know him from the Bad News Bears, and like, yeah, that guy. He looks totally funny as Freddy. He's kind of scary. And I mean, this movie had a lot of stars in it too. It even has that girl Katie Cassidy, who was Ruby on Supernatural, and she was my favorite Ruby before the other Ruby. I guess there was only 2 Rubies. Why does it feel like there was more than 2? But I guess there was only 2. Maybe. The other girl, which ends up being, oh, my brain is not working. The one that plays Sam. Jared, it's Jared, right? Anyways, that lady ends up being his wife, the second Ruby. The second Ruby is his wife. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And it also has that dude, Kyle. I don't know how you pronounce his last name. Gall? Anyways, that dude, he was on Veronica Mars. That's what I really know him from. And I think most recently we watched him in Scream. What is this? Scream 5? Is it Scream 5? I think it's Scream 5 that he's in. Yeah. Nah, I'm doing so lovely. Number 3 is The Nun 2. So the characters Irene and Maurice are back in this movie, and that is like awesomeness. The story was great and it was suspenseful and everything. And we have a new girl playing Deborah, her character Deborah. And I can't think of what her name is, but she's on the movie Missing, I think that's what I've seen her in. I don't know. I think Missing. I think I watched Missing on like Netflix or something. So, but yeah. And number 2, we have Spiral, which had Chris Rock and Samuel L. Jackson. Awesomeness. I really enjoyed this movie. This was my first time watching it. And it was the last thing we watched, so it was more freshly on the mind. So, yeah, number 2. And it didn't really like feel like a Saw movie, even though, you know, you had a little bit of Saw music, and you know, it's a copycat Saw person, so it just wasn't Saw. So but I liked it. I mean, this kind of wants me to have another one kind of like this, you know, because it reminds me of something like serial killer type, detective type movies from back in the day. So yeah. And of course, the guy that was his partner, if you have not seen this movie, sorry if I'm spoiling anything, because I never think to not say stuff, but spoiler alert. I guess the guy that is his partner ends up being the bad guy, and I was like, okay, I like him, I think he's kind of cute. Of course he's the bad guy. I had a feeling once they found his what was like his skin with the Charlie or whatever tattooed on it, once they found that, and they didn't like, okay, the whole body is like skin, so it's like, you know, you couldn't really identify him like real quickly or anything. I was like, you know what, it's the partner, he's gonna be the bad guy. I just had a feeling, because I liked him, I knew he was gonna be the bad guy, because that's normally how it goes. The one I like in these movies, the one I think that's kind of cute or whatever, or I like him for something, ends up being the killer. It's like the boyfriend or the whatever, always. I don't know, it just happens a lot to me, and I'm like, but yeah, I'll get over it. And of course, number 1, Rob Zombie's Halloween. So this one has like, you know, like a memory for it, because we actually went and seen this one in the theater, and I remembered it. Now, I have to say, the Rob Zombie movies are not my favorite in the Halloween franchise, and I've probably stated this many times that they would probably be in the bottom if I did a ranking or whatever. So for it to be number 1, that's crazy. But the things that bothered me about it when we seen it the first time, which I've maybe watched it once or twice since we've seen it in the theater. I haven't watched it a whole lot. And so, but like a lot of the things that bothered me before didn't bother me as much. But yeah, there is very much a memory for this, because I remember going to the theater. I remember when the kid, when young Michael is killing the kid, I remember that scene made me so sick at my stomach, and I was trying to cope with that, with the movie. I don't know, for some reason it affected me real bad. Yeah. So, and my sister, I remember my sister saying the only reason she made it through it was because she could hear somebody talking, and their commentary, whatever they were saying, was really funny. It was cracking her up, so that got her through it. And I also remember, like, the scene when Michael's in the house and she's hiding, and she goes up up high in the roofy area, you know, between the whatever, and he's like taking the board or whatever and hitting through. I remember that scaring me so bad, because it's like, I'm in a theater, it's really loud, it's dark, Michael is scary, I can't go anywhere. So I remember that freaking me out so bad, because I'm like, ah, and it's loud and I can't go, I can't leave this theater. So yeah, definitely a memory for that one. So the nostalgia of it just kind of just gets me. Yeah. But anyways, like I was saying, the things that bothered me before didn't quite bother me this time. I always say, like, I don't like the whole white trashiness of it all. That always just was a thing that I'm just not into. And I always thought that kid was, the kid that was playing Michael, I always thought he was so ugly, and I did not like him. So that didn't bother me quite. Neither one of those things bothered me quite that much this time. I think I've kind of gotten used to the kid. I mean, I wasn't particularly into all the backstory stuff, but it's okay, you know. And yeah, there was just little tidbits, but I think I enjoyed it a whole lot more this go around, so I guess it's growing on me more and more. But it has been quite a while since I watched it, so yeah, I enjoyed it. Anyways, that is my list, and hopefully I didn't mess anything up or say the wrong thing, because my brain does not work. I tried to make a few notes, but I didn't get everything written out. So anyways, check out the Horrormensch channel and Nightmare JM's channel. They got a lot of really great videos, and you will definitely enjoy it. So alright, until the next franchise frenzy, I still have to make my what is it, the ABCs of horror video? I'm like behind, but anyways, till the next time.